EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams sitting at 1-2 coming into this one. Somebody's going to get back to 500 here in Week 4 as away we go. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. Jukes out a one-stop. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Play fake. It's Mayfield. That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Irving here from the gun. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Finds a seam down the middle. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal, that starts that paper was so important to set the tone for the rest of it.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he gets him around 6 there. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They go to Barkley again. Past midfield to the 45. And he's all the way down to the 36. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach third down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
You're going to run with Barkley. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series. And then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. They've got first down from the 31. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Zach Bond with the tackle. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Running back sent in motion. From the gun, Mayfield. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. Hits the 20. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Yep. Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Dory Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He'll get this one to Brown. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Handoff headed right. Barkley. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Yaya Diaby brings him down. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Running in the red zone. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down. A give to Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running right, it's Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We are at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles trailing in the early going. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. Hurts setting up to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. He's at midfield. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. State. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
These defenders, they can just feel it. They're up a couple scores in the game, and you know what the other side is starting to do. They're starting to press, and you're going to start to see a little bit more pass. And that's when these defenders pin their ears back. They get home, and they create havoc in the sack, just like that.
Trying again, following the set. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Saquon. And this one doesn't go far. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Now on fourth down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. How about a big hit or 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs? So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. First down, here's Baker. Completes this one to Otten. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Baker now from the gun. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Slot man motioned over. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Cut near the goal line. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. They run it with Saquon. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. This one finds Goddard. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
On the play fake, it's Hurts. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Irving here from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Good. What's that?
From the 16. Catch is made in close. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Great, set. Hey! Don't touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This finds Smith. Continuing to move past the 45. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
They send a man in motion. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. This one's caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Don't touch that.
Here's Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Back to throw, Hurts. This throw is cut. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal.
Great, set.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at...
Third and a lone yard coming up. Baker now off to play fake. That's going to be caught by Everett. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Regular.
Here's the give to Irving. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Mayfield now from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Irving on the inside give. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
15-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers have likely locked up the win right there. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Here's Smith on the return. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect. And all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Great.
Hurts trying again on second down. He's got Smith. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
First down throwing for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
Hurts throwing again. That pass complete to Goddard. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Second and 3 now.
Great, set. Stand. No touch.
From the 37. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Eagles hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
No touch. No touch.
On first down, Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
First down from the red zone. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And it sets up second down.
No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Escapes the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown lost.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
So it's a win for the Buccaneers. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest.